Yo, chap. We're about to get started with the mukbang real soon. Just give me about like 2 or 3 or 4, about 4 minutes. Just give me about that second, please, and thank you. What is good, chat? We're back. As you can see, I got my hair done. I got my hair done today, this morning, and I retouched up my roots. Like, I did it yesterday myself, like how I said in last stream. I did it myself. Ooh, I don't like the way this is looking. Wait. Give me a second. I wonder if I... Oops. Oops. Bro. Guys, I'm still trying to figure this out. So please bear with me. That looks a lot better. But it's just blurry. Bro, the only thing is, like, I can't even mute it if I needed to mute it. You're so out of reach, you know? But guys, today the plan is to do a mukbang and answer questions. You know, I posted something on my Instagram and some of y'all sent questions, so you know I'm here to answer. And we are gonna tap into the seafood of the boil. We are. I still don't like this angle. I feel like it made no difference. I don't like this. I don't like it. Hold on. All right, let me try it again. Let's see if I can hold it right here. Wait, no. A little bit more down. Okay. Yo, what is good? How are you? How are you? We're back. Seriously? But how is everything? I hope everything is going well. I am pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited to get into this seafood boil. On my Instagram, I asked questions. Oh, and I didn't ask questions. I asked people to ask me questions so that I could be able to answer and eat and answer at the same time. We're doing a mukbang. So I'm very excited. I'm excited to eat. I'm excited to eat the good food. I'm really excited. I'm moving my laptop out the way because I don't even need it for real. I thought I was going to need it, but I don't. But should we get into it? I feel like I was going to wait a little bit longer for more people to come, like, into the stream. But I look-key want to start now. I know, like, it's been a long time since I had a seafood boil. Let me show you. So we have it here. It's like a small one, so yeah. Bro, I can't show like this. Hold on. Why did I? Sorry. Great. Nice. Leave it up to me to drop everything. But let me show y'all. Hold on. So this is it. Period. Bro, chill. I have a tendency to drop stuff. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Okay, everything is good. All right. Everything is, and you can hear me, right? Like I'm good. Like I'm Gucci. But let me take off my rings because it's about to get wicked. All right. Wait, I'm scared. Like, this is weird to eat in front of, like, a camera. Like, I feel like I don't do that. But I'm excited. So I have shrimp, I have crab, and I have potatoes, and I have eggs. I don't have corn because I'm not really a big fan of, like, the corn in a seafood boil. Greedy is crazy. Bro, I know this is like awkward. Like, cause then I think about like, cause usually when I watch mukbangs, like if I see a mukbang on my feed, it's usually around the time where I'm like super hungry. So like, I feel weird because it's like, what if y'all are hungry and y'all are about to watch me eat? Like, I feel so bad. But we gonna eat regardless. We're gonna eat regardless. Oh my god. What do you mean? It's 0029. Like, it's frozen? Wait, what's happening? Wait, what's actually happening? What do you mean by that? Yo, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna eat a shrimp. Wait. You're right. You did mention that. Wait, but what time is that here? Wait, I'm confused. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go to the questions. I'm gonna actually go to the questions. All right. Wait, I want to eat a little bit more. We have 6. Let me read it here. We have 6 more than America. So it's like, oh, so it's like 12 a.m. Bro, I'm downstairs and my mom is upstairs. Shit. If you hear the creaking, I'm sorry. Bro, it's like 12 a.m. What are you doing up? Why are you up? You should be fast asleep. Okay. I'm gonna start with the first question that I was asked. The first question I was asked is, what are you looking forward to this year? So, honestly, there's many things I'm looking forward to, but I would say, like, at this moment in time, like, I would say getting more into, like, this streaming era that I've recently developed. Like, I don't know, I hope that, like, you know, I build like a nice community and, you know, I get to interact with people throughout, like, just streaming, you know. Something else I'm looking forward to, getting through my first year of college, of course. Like, that is like the biggest thing, you know. I don't want to flunk out, of course. But I would say those are like the 2 main things that's like on my mind, for sure. I don't know how this mukbang thing works. Like, it's pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie. I do got a good amount of questions. At first I was a little scared because I thought I was gonna get none. What has been the hardest thing for my freshman year? Yo, this thing is mad sharp. I would say, oh, yo, it hurts. Wait. Wait. I would say the hardest thing is keeping up with work. I feel like I was getting work like every like which way, and it was a little bit harder for me to keep up with like different classes. Like, I feel like I would prioritize one class over another, and like it was just not good. Another thing that's been kind of hard for me, I would say, like, talking to people and mingling amongst my freshman peers. Believe it or not, in person, I tend to be very quiet, but I'm really not a quiet person, but I'm shy when it comes to, like, new people. And, like, you know, college is a new experience, so obviously I'm gonna be surrounded by new people. So it's just been a little bit hard for me. Because then it's like, you never know, like, what type of personality people have. Like, are they good vibes? Are they bad vibes? Like, do they match my vibe? Like, you know, like, you just never know. That's like my mindset. So I just tend to, like, shut up. I tend to just stay out of the way. Bro, this thing is, like, literally, like, sorry, guys. Yeah, my family's from the islands, so I do know how to bust down a seafood boil. I'm gonna just put it here. I was gonna get a whole bowl. Bro. Alright. Y'all, this is seasoned to the bone. Okay, another question I got. College advice after your first semester. I would say not to procrastinate, for sure. Don't just let things just sit there and pile up and be like, oh, I'm gonna do it later. Oh, I'm gonna do it this day. Oh, I'm gonna do it that day. Like, if you have the time to do it, just do it. Like, literally just do it. Because if you put it off for another day, it's gonna be days, and it's gonna turn into weeks. And then when the deadline comes up, you're gonna be scrambling around, acting like you didn't know that it was coming up. So I would say don't procrastinate. And I would also say communicate with people, network, and try to make new friends. I should really be taking my own advice and be like, just saying, like, you know, things that I've learned from my first semester. Those are the things that I would do. Yeah, I am the type of person to dance when I'm eating, because if it's good, I do gotta do a little shimmy. Ooh, I like this question. Somebody said, what are your top 3 animes and top 3 hobbies? Interesting. I actually gotta think about that. Y'all, if y'all watch anime in the chat, let me know. What is y'all favorite anime? Okay. For my top 3, I don't know. Okay. My top 3 is My Hero Academia. Let me think. Y'all probably don't know this one, but it's called Horimiya, romance anime. And then my third one, I don't know. Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online SAO. Yo, the first time I watched that anime, bro, I could not get enough. Like, actually. If you have not watched Sword Art Online, you need to effectively immediately, because it's such a, ooh, that came out that came out perfectly. Anyways, if you have not watched Sword Art Online, you're missing out. I think it's a very good anime. I'm not gonna explain it because I feel like I'm bad at explaining shows, because it's hard for me not to spoil, you know? But trust me when I say it's a good anime. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. the other part about 3 hobbies. And my 3 hobbies, I would say digital art, baking, and I don't know, watching anime. That's a hobby, right? I do plan on doing more baking streams. I really like the last one that I did. I just gotta find like different things to bake. Like, I don't want to bake the same things that I've already made. Like, I want to try new things. Somebody asked, how old are you? I am 19 years of age. Yep. 19. I turned 19 like 2 months ago. Another question, what are your future plans after college? Well, I would say okay, so one of my plans is to definitely like move out of here for sure. And then I plan to continue to stream, you know, and to start up like my dreams of having my own animation studio for sure. Those are my future plans after college. I don't really have much else to say about it, but I think that's pretty valid. I would say to move, to start up my animation studio, to stream, and potentially start another business idea that I do have in mind. Somebody asked, what made you want to stream? Sorry. What made you want to start streaming? I feel like I said this before, but I'm gonna just say it again for the sake of this video. I would say like I was inspired by other streamers, and also like just the community that like streaming builds. Like, you can meet so many people through streaming, like people all over the world, and I thought that was pretty cool. And also I just wanted to try something new. Like, I've always been into like content creating and like social media, so you know, I do TikToks, I post on Instagram every once in a while, but I don't know, I feel like streaming, like it's like real time. Like, you're actually like in real time interacting with people. So I don't know, it's different, and I just wanted to try it, and so far I really do like it. I really do. And I'm glad that that random day in my dorm that I decided that I was going to stream. I'm so glad. And I'm also glad that like I didn't give up. That I haven't given up yet. Because starting up, like, when you first start streaming, bro, it's super hard. Oh my god. It's super hard to start streaming. Because it's like, when you go into streaming, I guess, like, you don't have a lot of people viewing your stream. You don't have a lot of chatters. You're not interacting with a lot of people. So there's times where, like, you're just talking to yourself. Like, for example, right now, I am talking to nobody. I'm talking to myself. But sometimes you just have to, like, kind of, like, push through it. You know, regardless if there's people there or not. You just gotta, like, but I feel like that's also kind of hard. Because, you know, you know in your brain you're not talking to anybody. So then it's like, damn, like, what is the point? But at the same time, like, you have to keep, like, encouraging yourself. Like, someday there will be more than just you listening to yourself. Like, you're not going to be the only one you're talking to at some point. Like, even earlier, when all of you came into the chat. You know, that's like the part of streaming that I kind of like, not even kind of, I really do like about streaming. Like, when I'm, like, get to talk to y'all, you know? But then when it's like, there's nobody, that's a little bit hard. Somebody asked my favorite book and why. I would say, hey, what is good? Listen, bro, it's mad spiky. Like, it's hard to use my hands. So, you know, we from the island, you already know how to get down with a seafood bowl. Actually, you don't. You dead don't. Because you, aren't you allergic to shrimp? Or did I make that up? Okay. Okay, so then you know how I get. You already know how I get down. Oh, let me go back to the question. My favorite book and why. I would say at the moment, my favorite book, I don't know. Okay, so there's this book that I put in for my birthday. Birthday Girl. That's one of my favorite books. I love that book down. That book right there, I'm pretty sure I read it like 3 times already. Bro. Somebody asked, when is your birthday? My birthday is November 14th. So remember that. I'm a big Scorpio, a big November Scorpio, the biggest and the baddest. Like, hello. All November Scorpios are the best. We're literally the best zodiac ever. Or any negative thing that y'all gotta say about Scorpios, y'all lying. I don't watch things like that. I don't watch football. That's what it is, football. No. No, thank you. Not my type of thing. Now that was sensational. No. Why would I watch the Super Bowl? I can't bite that. What's the difference? It's the Super Bowl and football. It's the same thing. Isn't Bad Bunny doing the halftime show? Somebody asked first semester of college review. Yeah, it don't make no difference to me. I'm not watching it. It makes no difference to me. My first semester of college review, I'll give it 3 stars. You know? I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I did a lot of things. Like, I participated in like events and stuff like that. But it was more the classes and the fact that like I don't really speak to much people. That's more the thing. For me at least. But, you know, I still have second semester to, excuse me. Wow. To change things up, you know? You can always improve. There's always time to improve. Things that shocked me in college. I don't even know if I can say it, bro. But I mean, it's kind of true. I would say, like, the amount of, like... Okay, so I'm going to just say it like this. I come up from a school where majority of the people of color. So it was a bit of a, like a, what's it called? A culture shock when I came to college. And it was a lot different. Completely different. Completely different. I would say that's what shocked me the most. Like, I kind of, like, I knew, like, clearly, like, when I go to college, like, there's not gonna be as many black people, but like just being in the environment, I was like, oh, like that's what kind of shocked me. But yo, nah, this is a good batch. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, that school was 100% black. Like what? Like everybody was like, you got every like ethnical, like if that's even a word, bro, I got it made. But yeah, the school was full of Haitians, Jamaicans, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans. I felt like I was the only. I'm pretty sure I was the only Trinidadian, or maybe there was more. I just didn't know. But you get the gist. Like there wasn't a lot of white people. Bro, I dead need a napkin. Cause at this point, my knuckles is getting a little bit, it's getting a little bit too much. So I can get to the next question. Let me clear out at least one good finger. Okay, so somebody asked if I'm an introvert or an extrovert. I would say I'm in between. I'm an ambivert. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I'm an ambivert. So I feel like I could be outside. I could be lit, but at the same time, I'm more like quiet, more reserved, and I tend to be by myself a lot. But like when I do get outside, I bust a move or two. For sure. Cause like at the end of the day, like I can't live life quiet forever. That's just something that I'm trying to grow out of at this very moment in time. Okay, so this comment was left by my good friend Angel. Wait. Sorry. Okay. This one was left by my good friend Angel. He said, the funniest moment between me and Angel. I don't know. I feel like we had so many like good moments. I don't know. I feel like any moment that we had in middle school together, like I feel like that was like the like funniest moments. I don't know. There was never a time like, damn. Wait, no, I got it. This might not be the funniest, but it's like one thing that I can remember. I remember when I came to your house that one time and we was playing basketball outside, and I'm pretty sure that I broke a nail. But like it's still funny. I feel like any time we're together, like we just laugh. Like there's nothing like, you know? Every moment with Angel is a good moment. That's literally my dog. Even though like he went Hollywood on me, low key. Have you seen this? You know? But it's forever love over here, for sure. Bro, my fingers. We're getting to the end of the questions. I'm not gonna lie. Like, bro, everybody is being lame. Everybody's watching the story and just can't even leave one simple Now, you know damn well you didn't leave me no 500 gifted. Don't try to, like, don't play with me because you know damn well you did not. Oh, okay. But, yeah, we're getting to the end of the questions. Everybody's being lame. Everybody's watching my story and just not answering, so it's alright. Preparing for the future when I'm up. So when you're up, you're actually gonna give me 500. Bro, do you know how much 500 gifted is? Okay. That's what I thought. Because that's a lot. That's a lot of money. Okay. Somebody asked me about my relationship status. Oh, we know. It's alright, buddy. I'd actually be shocked if Mr. Beast like was like, one day I'm gonna find a random streamer and gives me 500. Okay. Back to the question, my relationship status. I am single and I am not looking to mingle. Mm-mm-mm. 2026 is all about me. Because y'all turn bent over. Y'all turn bent over. So, 2026 is a year for focusing on me, myself, and I. I will not go out on my way to indulge in something as like talking to people, trying to get into a relationship, dating, like me in this moment in time, like it's a no for me. It's literally a no. It's not. I feel like 2026 is a straight grind year. So I should be focused on that instead of men. Okay, so we're gonna get to the last two questions. We barely hit an hour. But where do you want to travel the most? I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Japan so bad. You know me, I love anime. And I want to go to Tokyo. You know? Tokyo Drift type thing. But yes, I do want to go to Japan. Japan is my main, like, Japan is the main place. It's like the home of anime, like, just the city, like especially like Tokyo, like, yo. But then I also want to go to Kyoto, Hiroshima, like, there's a lot of places in Japan I want to go to. Not just Tokyo. But, yeah, but that flight, I could barely like the longest flight I've ever taken has to be like 6 hours. And bro, I don't like long flights, and I know a lot, like the flight to Japan, excuse me, is going to be very long. And I don't think that, like, I feel like I've always told myself, like, if I'm gonna take a long flight that's over like 6 hours or even over 4 hours, like when I get that money, I'm going first class. I'm not gonna lie, it has to be a first class flight. Like, I'm not even playing, because there's no, like, I could barely even 4 hours, like, sitting there in a seat next to other people, and you're just confined in this one space. You could barely stretch your legs. You can't even lay down. Like, yo, I start to get real anxiety on that plane. I'm not gonna lie. Like, okay, when I get on the plane, I'll knock out. And I'm cool, but when I wake up and I'm just there, bro, my leg is bouncing, I'm moving too much, like, it's a lot. But hopefully someday I could, you know, I can go to Japan and take that first class flight. Because I'm telling you, like, bro, me on a plane for 10 hours plus, like, I might have a heart attack. Originally, my place was to go to Paris, but then I went to Paris 2 years ago. And maybe it was like, I don't know what was going on with the weather, but it was not bussing. But I'm gonna go, like, eventually in the future, I'm gonna go again, you know, because maybe like that one time, you know, you always gotta give things a second shot. I really want to go to Japan in the summer. I know the summer gets really hot, but I do want to go to like a summer festival. And I also want to go in the spring to see the cherry blossoms bloom. Yep. Great. I've lost my fingers. Okay. Now this is the last question. Unfortunately. Sorry guys for the creaking. I'm downstairs. Sweet or salty? I'm a sweet person to the bone. I love sweets, all things sweets. I love cake, candy, cookies, all of that. All of that. Anything sweet is for me. The only thing I'm not eating don't give me a donut. Please don't give me a donut. I really don't like donuts. Ugh. I've really grown to not like donuts. I don't know why, but I really don't like donuts. I think they're too sweet. Donuts are way too sweet for me. I feel like it's the same thing with a honey bun too. I don't eat honey buns because honey buns are overly sweet. It's just nasty. I feel like... Oh, you as well. I feel like... I lost my train of thought. Like, I feel like as I get older, like, sweets are really not, like... I mean, I'm gonna forever be a sweet girl over a salty any day. But I feel like as I'm getting older, like, I'm not eating as much sweets. Or, like, everything that I liked when I was younger, I don't eat it now. If that makes sense. No, that should make sense. Like, that should definitely make sense. But yeah, that's really how I feel. And honestly, that is literally all the questions. I'm not gonna lie. This seafood boil is absolutely busting. Bro.
Are you taping yourself?
Yeah, I'm streaming.
Why? What's absolutely busting?
The food.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Anyways. But yeah, that's all the questions that I have. That's all the questions people ask me. So now it's just like eating me out. I'm low-key getting full, guys. I don't know. First of all, don't do that. Don't do that. It was a small bag. Yo, y'all are weird, bro. Somebody already called me greedy. Now you're talking about something you had that all for yourself. Like, it was literally a small bag. Like, I'm telling you, it was a small bag. So, like, don't think that I'm just like eating a big old bag by myself. And mind you, some was taken out of the bag, so yeah. Nah, that's so crazy. Cause you wish you were here for this. I'm not gonna lie. You're missing out. I don't know what you're talking about. My mom's not here. But I'm supposed to be doing like 2 hours of streaming, and I've already finished the food in less than an hour. And I have no more questions. But at least I ate good. I'm so full. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm almost to 30 followers. 3 more followers away from 30. Which means we're gonna be 20 more away from 50. Which is the next goal. But I can't. I can't. I think I'm done. Yeah. Bro. I'm done. I finished the whole bag. And it's a small bag. I'm gonna go wash my hands. And then I'll be back. Bro. Alright, chat. Give me about a couple more seconds while I clean myself up. Bro, I literally cannot believe that I ate that whole seafood boil with no beverage. Bro. I ate that whole thing with no bev. Oh my god. Woo! Let me go put this away. Bro, that was a pretty good seafood boil. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we're shifting to a new place, far, far away, in a land far, far away. I low-key want to, like, let me think. Sorry, I'm, like, blinking. Okay. Let me get my chat over here. Okay, guys. I'm thinking that maybe I could find some questions online. Yeah. I'm thinking I could find questions online. Like on sorry. Like on TikTok, just to find something to yap about, cuz there wasn't a lot of questions that was given to me. This water is rejuvenating every inch of my soul. Bro, I don't know. I think I bumped my elbow somewhere, because it's literally, like, hurting me. Okay. I'm gonna just find some random questions on TikTok. You know? Just find something to talk about. We're gonna have a nice little deep conversation. And it's up to y'all whether y'all want to listen or not. But me personally, I love to have a deep combo. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do bro, what the, oh my god, my whole elbow is literally skinned, bro. What the, I don't know when that I don't know when that happened. Okay. What is something that you learned the hard way? Something I learned the hard way is that, yo, this thing hurts, is that not everybody is your friend. For sure. I think I learned that the hard way. Yeah. Because, like, growing up, my mom always told me, like, you know, just because, you know, they say this or they do that, like, doesn't mean, like, everybody's your friend. Excuse me. Because, like something that my grandfather told her and something she told me, like, some friends will bring, like, some friends bring you down, they don't bring you up. And I feel like throughout my years in high school, I've come to the realization, like, that is actually really true. Like, not everybody's your friend, and not everybody is there to uplift you and support you. There's a lot of people who are preying on your downfall, who wish you the worst, who are really like doing grimy things behind your back. And I feel like, you know, it was a lot of things that it was just like something that I was not expecting to happen to me. Like, I've always thought that, like, you know, leaving high school, I was always gonna leave with the same group of friends, and that everything was just gonna be swell, but it wasn't. So I learned that the hard way, because I ended up leaving school with like not as many friends as I had while I was in there. But then I also think like learning that the hard way might have been, well, not even might have, it is a good thing to like learn, because now like I know from like past mistakes and like what to look out for, you know what I mean? Like, and it's also like if people leave your life, then they're not meant to be there. Then they're not meant to be in your life. So I feel like, you know, yeah, you do tend to learn things the hard way, but sometimes it's for like the better. For sure. For sure. Because I'm very content with the little group of friends, like the little bit of friends that I have now. Like, I'd rather have a little bit of friends that are good people instead of a whole bunch of people that are not good people. Mm, mm, mm. Let me see. I'm trying to find another good question. If y'all got a question, literally drop it in chat. Cause I want to talk about anything. I'm trying to like see if I should change it from like a deep conversation, cause I don't want to get too deep. You know. Let me think. Are you more of a planner or go with the flow type of person? I feel like I'm both in a way, I would say. Like, I do like to have things planned out, because I've, like, one thing about me is, like, I like for things to go, like, a certain way. So I do tend to plan things a lot. But, like, you know, if there's no plan, we kind of just, like, wing it. I'm okay with that, too, sometimes. But most of the time, I prefer for something to be planned. So then I, like, have an idea of what I'm doing. Like, you know? Just need to have some sort of idea. Oh, this is a good one. Like, do I believe in soulmates? Yo, this thing is actually like really hurting me, bro. Like, I don't even know when this happened, but do I believe in soulmates? I do. I do. I do believe that everybody out there has a soulmate, for sure. For sure. Like, I feel like everybody has a person that, like, you know, they're connected to spiritually, emotionally, like, you know, physically. Like, there is that person out there. Like, a lot of people might think that, like, there's not a soulmate because of, like, terrible experiences or, like, you know, failed experiences. But I do really believe that there is a person, sorry, excuse me, there is a person out there for everybody. Like, let me think. I do believe that, like, out there, like there, like I do have a soulmate. Like it might be taking a little bit for them to find me or for me to find them, but I do honestly believe that like there is one person out there for me who is just going to set my soul on fire. Like someone who I just can't get enough of. Like, bro, I don't wait, cause bro, like, nah, this is a different conversation. Like, bro, when it comes to like relationship stuff, like talking about stuff like that, like, I I could really get into it, bro. I really do. Yeah, let me stop right there. What makes you feel most like yourself? Honestly, when I'm in my room, when I'm in my room, it's like my own personal domain. So if I'm in my own personal domain, like I'm free to be whoever. I'm free to like just let loose. Like earlier I was saying like in school like I'm so quiet, but that's like even though that is me, it's really not. Like when I'm in my room and in my own personal space, like bro, I'm weird, bro, and it's okay to be weird. Like I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but like I'm really like I'm weird. Like sometimes I'll just dance out of nowhere, sing out of nowhere, I'll yell out of nowhere. I just feel like I'm able to be myself in my room. Not saying that like outside of like my room or like outside of like anything else that I'm not myself, because I think I genuinely do believe that like I'm a shy person. Like me being quiet in school and stuff like that, or like not talking to as much people, like I feel like I low key always been like that. I've always been antisocial, but when I'm in my room, I don't know. I feel like I could let loose because I feel like there's less eyes to judge. I mean, there's no eyes to judge. There's only just me. So like, I'm able to be myself. I'm able to speak like how I want to, you know. And I feel like with streaming, like I kind of communicate that a little bit because, like, yeah, I'm talking to people, but at the end of the day, like, y'all are on my phone. I'm still in my own area, so therefore, I still feel like I could like be who I would be like if I was in the room by myself, like doing whatever. But like, I still find myself to be a little bit shy with streaming because I know y'all are watching me. Like I know y'all are watching me. But sometimes I just try not to think about it. Like I try not to think about it because then I'll be like, I start to like feel myself getting quiet. But I don't think that I'm really like much of a quiet person. I think like it's more about like my comfort for sure. Because if I'm not comfortable around people, like then I'm not gonna speak as much. Yeah. If I don't feel comfortable, I'm not speaking. But if I'm comfortable around you, or if I'm comfortable in the space that I'm in, like you gonna want me to shut the hell up. I'm so serious. Like I love to crack jokes. I love to laugh. Like I love to laugh. Like I really do. I love to laugh. So I just wanna like surround myself with people that make me laugh. That make me like want to be like that. Like the talkative, outgoing person that I know I am. So yeah, I feel like I just like steered away from the main question. Like I feel like I just steered away from the main question. I'm not gonna lie, but it's okay. This is what we're here for. We're here to yap. Um. Mm, 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 mm. Let me find it. Let me find it. What is something that instantly makes me laugh? I said this before, but people falling. Like, and it depends on the person too. Like, even if I fall, I laugh when I fall. It depends on how hard I fall though. If I fall like dumb hard, like I'm not laughing. But like if it's a little trip or something, like at school, I literally fell on the stairs walking to class. Like, and it was cold out. Like it's so cold outside. I fell on the stairs walking to class. And I just couldn't help but just laugh at myself because there was people behind me too, and it was just so funny. But like even with myself, I find it funny when I fall. I find it funny when other people fall. Yeah. Like if you trip, you fall in front of me, like I'm gonna do my best not to laugh, but like bro, that sends me every single time. Especially like especially like this when I say this, like it sounds so bad. It makes me sound so evil, but I promise you I'm not evil. But when little kids fall, oh my gosh, because like I know they can't help it. Like they're still learning how to walk and their wobbly legs, so it's just like it's a little funny. But like obviously, if somebody gets hurt while falling, like clearly that's not funny. But all right, let me shut up. Let me just stop. Let me stop right there before y'all think that I'm just mad or evil. I swear I'm not. But okay, let me find another one. Hello again. Like, bro, you're talking about some yo as if you weren't here like a couple of minutes ago. I'm finding different questions to answer. Like, I had no more questions from Instagram because nobody wanted to leave me any, like, not a lot of people left me questions. So, I'm just finding random questions that I want to answer, or like just different topics to talk about. Let me see. What is something that I am proud of what what's something you wait, oh my gosh, no. What's something you're proud of accomplishing? I would say making it to college. I'm not gonna lie, like, and getting through my first semester. Yeah, I think that's a huge accomplishment. Even the fact that I got into college, that's a huge accomplishment for me. Cause, bro, that whole college process, like, I was scared. I was frightened. Cause I was like, bro, like, is your girl going to school? Like the school that I go to now was like my second choice. When I didn't get into my first, I was so scared. I was like, yo, I'm not getting into any college. And then when I got into the college I'm at now, like, bro, I was so happy. Like, even though I was like a little disappointed that I didn't get into like my first school, like I'm glad that I'm in the school that I'm at now. Because I feel like the community is a good community. I love the organizations and like, everybody's included. I feel like the classes and like what the school stands for, like I feel like they're really dedicated for that. Like they're really dedicated to show like, like they really prove what they're saying, like, what they want us to achieve and like how they help us. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like there's like questions about relationship and values, but like I'm not really sure if I want to get into that.
But sure, I'm gonna just get into it. Why not? We here anyways. We here anyways. I might as well. Okay, so in the relationships and value section, there's one that asks, what? I literally just saw it and it disappeared. Oh, do you see yourself wanting marriage or a kid someday? Literally, that's literally the goal. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm very, like, I'm a firm stand on, like, traditional marriage, then kids. Like, I'm very traditional when it comes to that. Like, obviously, like, if I end up having a child before marriage, like, that's just the way life goes. But me personally, I prefer to be married. I would prefer to be married than have children, because I don't want to be a baby mama, and I don't want multiple baby daddies, or just one, or just even one baby daddy. Like, I want to have a man and call him my husband. Like, that's just how I feel. Like, I feel like one person for the rest of my life. That's really how I feel. So, yes, I do want marriage. Yes, I do want kids, but it has to be in that order: marriage, then kids. Cause I used to be like, I used to not care, but as I got older, like, I like came to the realization, like, you need to be secure. You need stability and you need to be secure. And I'm not saying that, like, if you have children before marriage that you're not stable and you're not secure, but you never know. You never know what happens. And I feel like I would feel much better to have a marriage first than kids. Because, like, what if you have kids with somebody and then later on in life you realize that, like, they're not a good person, or they're not the person you want to be with? Then it's like you're tied to them for life. Like, you're dead tied to them for life. Like, even though you got to think about your own kids, you also got to think about yourself too. Like, your own mental, because then if you're not thinking about your own mental, like, mental state, how are you going to be able to, like, be mentally there for your own child? So that's why, for me personally, like, I would rather go marriage than have a kid, because I want to make sure that, like, even before marriage, like, even with, like, dating and, like, having a boyfriend, like, you gotta make sure that's the person you want to be with for the rest of your life. And then when they propose and then you're, like, getting into the process of marriage, and when you do get married, you gotta make sure, like, this is the person that I want to have kids with, like, because you never want your significant other to be a bad parent. Like, that's, like, one of my worst fears, is, like, being with a man and having a baby with a man, and then he's just not a good person. Like, it's not a good example of, like, what a father should be, or, like, just not a good man. Like, that's not what I want for my kids to grow up to see. Like, I want my kids to, like, have a happy home, like, I just have to have my kids see a happy home, because it's, like, also, like, from my personal experience, like, my parents' relationship ended in divorce. So, like, that's not necessarily something, like, clearly that's not something I want for myself. So I feel like, just from past experiences and, like, things that I went through in my life, like, when it comes to, like, relationships and marriage and kids, like, there's a lot of things that, like, I'm not playing about. I'm not playing about at all. What do I value the most in a relationship? I can't say there's one thing. I would say there's two. Honesty and loyalty. And I feel like I don't gotta explain too much, but I am gonna explain anyways because we're here. But okay, where did I start? I said honesty and loyalty. Honesty, don't lie to me, bro. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Don't. Cause like, bro, once you lie to me once, bro, it's clips from there. Excuse me. Yeah, it's really clips from there. Like, if you lie to me once, like, bro, I feel like I can never trust you again. Like, that's just really what it is. Maybe that's something that I might need to work on. Like, when it comes to trust, maybe I lack trust. But, like, one thing I don't like is, like, somebody lying to me. I don't want my person to ever lie to me. I don't want them to feel like they have to lie to me. I don't want them to feel like they can't. Well, okay, they can lie to me. I'm not gonna say that because I'm not in control of the person. But I don't want like my significant other to feel like, you know, they can't tell me things or like they can't be honest with me. Like, just tell me the truth. Just tell me. Like, regardless if I feel the way or not, just tell me. Because I'd rather know the truth than not know like anything at all. This is why we have mouths. We need to use it for a reason. And loyalty, like, bro, loyalty is, like, one of the biggest things, like, bro, like, yo, like, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If my significant other is disloyal, bro, I will bring hell upon earth. Like, I'm so serious. Like, I do not even play. Like, yo, I don't even play like that. Like, bro, like, cause let somebody cheat on me, talk to a, like, you know, just entertain other females, like, any of that, like, yo, oh, yeah. That's a big thing, like, loyalty, like, come on, bro. Like, if you know you can't be loyal, if you know you got a wandering eye, you know you can't, you don't see yourself settling, like, don't even come talk to me, don't even be near me, don't even look at me, bro, because I'm not friendly to that, and I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's none of that over here. It's literally none of that. Literally none of that. Like, if you know you have commitment issues and you know you can't, like, it's all about self accountability too. Like, if you know yourself, don't get yourself involved with me. Cause one thing about me, like, I date to marry. Like, I'm not about to date nobody that I feel like, you know, is just about to do me dirt. Like I know I'm young, but like life is so short. Like, I don't even got time to play like that. Yeah. Do I believe everything happens for a reason? Yes, I do. I'm a firm believer on everything happens for a reason. Like, you know what, losing people, gaining people, any event happens for a reason. Like, it's something is meant to happen for a reason. You just never know what type of blessings, or you never know what's gonna come for you in the future. So everything happens for a reason. Cause like, if everything happens for, like, if things happen for no reason, then it's just like, what is the point, you know? Like, what do I gain from this? Love language. would say my love language is giving. I'm a trick. Okay, I'm not a trick. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a trick. I no, I'm not. I don't be tricking guys. It's just like when I care for somebody, like I feel like giving is just the way to show that, like, you know, yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. What does the perfect date look like to me? A perfect date? It depends on the date. Like is it a first date? Okay, I'm gonna just do first date. My perfect first date would be something where we could actually talk. Like, not the movies. Something else. Like, honestly, like, I feel like I've matured and grown to the point where, like, the movies for a first date is not it. It's literally not it. Like, nobody should be going to the movies for their first date. You're just sitting there in silence watching a film, and then you're just gonna go part ways afterwards, unless if you go out to eat. But either way, I still feel like the movies is not, it's not it. Like, if you're a date, and then there's also like, okay, let's talk about this. When I was younger, I did not know the difference between being in a relationship and dating. I really didn't. And this is where it comes into play when I'm talking about the what was I about to say? About the dates. When you're dating is what we call we call the talking stage. Dating is like you talking, you getting to know each other, you go out on dates, all of that. So when I'm talking about like dates, as in dating, as in talking, the movies is not the place y'all should be going. Literally, you should not be going to the movies. Like, yeah, no. Like, you don't have no time to talk. You don't, like, texting is not enough. Texting is dead not enough. Like, you need to have person to person, like, conversation. Because you need to feel the vibe. If you're not feeling the vibe, then what are you actually doing? So, when it comes to my perfect first date, all I'm going to say is, like, I don't really care what we do, as long as it's not the movies. I like a little picnic, you know, a little activity, you know, something where we're doing something and we could actually have conversation. But the movies, no. Like, we could even just go get a quick bite. Like, that's like, and also like, when it comes to like my ideal date, it never has to be something extravagant. Like, you don't have to take me to like, you don't gotta take me to Ruth Chris and Benihana and all that crap. Like, bro, we could dead like chill, like, and just like, I don't know. It never gotta be nothing too like extravagant for me. Even building Legos, like, even sitting there and building Legos is like the perfect date for me. Like, oh my gosh. Just a date where it's like we're chilling, eating good food, building Legos. Like, oh, I love that. I literally love that. Like, it don't gotta take too much. If money wasn't a factor, what would I do every day? So like, if like I didn't have money, I'd probably sleep. I'm not gonna lie. Sleep all day. All day, every day. I do love me some good rest. I had two. Oh wait, somebody also did a live, basically what I'm doing right now, and then in her comments, like, people asked her questions. That's so cute. I should have did that. Aww. Bro. These are interesting questions. Okay, I'm gonna look at these ones. What are your allergies? Yo, I skinned the fuck out of my elbow and it hurts so bad. My allergies, I'm actually not, well, okay. Here's the thing about me. If I eat something and I throw up after eating it, I'm allergic. That's literally what in my mind, I'm convincing myself that I'm convinced that I'm allergic to it and I won't eat it again. The first time I've actually developed this mindset was the first time I ate a peach. Like not like a peach cup, like a full peach. I took a bite of the peach, I threw it up. I've never eaten a peach. And that had to be like kindergarten or way before kindergarten, actually. Yeah. I don't remember the last time I've eaten a whole peach. Like, if I throw up, I'm not eating it. Like, I'm telling you, I'm not eating it. So, I'll say that I'm allergic to peaches. There we go, one. Anything that's peach smelling, it makes me nauseous. I don't like peach juice. Anything it makes me so sick. Almonds, I cannot eat almonds. Almonds set my... Whoa, that was about to sound so crazy. Let me rephrase that, because I was about to say something so crazy. Wait, almonds, like, bro, it makes my throat itch so... I was about to say it sets my throat on fire. But almonds make my throat itch so bad. Like, I cannot stand eating almonds. I steer away from almonds at all costs. And I even tried to drink almond milk, and I can't even drink almond milk. Cherries, I can't eat cherries. Cherries make my throat itch as well. And I don't eat oxtails anymore. One time, there was a time, like, my mom made some bussin' oxtails, and I was being, like, real greedy, and I was eating, like, I probably had, like, 4 plates in one day. I threw up. I never ate oxtails again. And that's more of a just, like, that was my fault. I was being greedy. But, like, after I throw something up, like, I'm never eating it again. Because now I think, like, in my mind has convinced myself that, like, I'm allergic to it. And I just can't eat it because I just don't want to throw up. So, I've not been, like... I have not been diagnosed by a doctor for my allergies, but if you ask me, I'm going to tell you I'm allergic to... I'm not going to tell you I'm allergic to oxtails, but I'll tell you I'm allergic to peaches, almonds, and cherries. Like, I don't even really like cherry-flavored things. And that's not even, like, real cherry. Also, like, let me know if I say cherry... What? Me bomba? What are you saying that for? Because I don't eat oxtail? Bro, I just can't. I had 4 plates and I just can't eat that again. Like, I don't even remember the last time. That had to be the last time I had oxtails. And I love me some oxtails, but I just can't, bro. Because I have a fear. Excuse me. If I eat it, I'm going to throw up. And I hate throwing up. Like, oh, it's the worst feeling. Like, I remember the one time I got stomach bug. Stomach bug? Yeah. Bro. Okay, what is something you're bad at but want to get better at doing? I would say remembering. Okay, let me stop that. That's something I just can't help. Studying. Studying, I'm bad at studying. I don't know how to study. I feel like I have not found an effective way to study, and I feel like I should get better at studying because in college, like, you need to study to be able to, pass, clearly. But I am not good at studying, and I would love to get better. Like, if any of y'all got tips on, like, how y'all study, what's the best effective way to study, let me know. Because for me, like, reviewing notes, it don't do much for me. It really don't. Like, there probably has to be some type of technique. But for me, like, studying, like, I can't. And then I also get bored. Who are some of your favorite creators? As in, like, content? My favorite content creators at the moment, I've been watching a lot of Yana. I've been watching a lot of Silky. I've been watching a lot of Lacey. I've been watching a lot of Marlon. I've actually been tapped into Speed. I've been watching like bits of like his Speed in Africa, I'm pretty sure. And he's been going to like different parts of Africa. I feel like that's a very interesting stream. So I've been tapped into that. But like the first four that I feel like there's other content creators, but like those are the main like four. Like, if I get the Twitch notification that they're streaming, like, I'm going. Like, I'm going to watch it. Like, sometimes I'll like put on like one on the TV, one on the iPad, and I'm watching like different ones. Like, I love watching people stream. Like, those four are like my top streamers right now. Like, my top streamers. And also, it's also the fact that like I'm still expanding. Like, I'm still discovering other streamers as well. So, yeah. Those are my top four. My top four is Yana, Lacey, Marlon, Silky. Yeah. All of their content, like, I love all of their content. I love, like, now I'm just going to talk about all four of them. I'm going to start with Yana. Like, me and Yana are the same age. She's a baddie. She's a queen. She's, like, I love her community. Her community is, like, so, like, I love her community. And I hope to build, like, a community that's super positive, super together, like, not messy, I think she's overall, like, positive vibes. Like, nothing could ever, like, make me, like, dislike her. Like, she's just great vibes. Lacey, oh my gosh. Yo, Lacey's funny. Lacey's so funny. Yo, Lacey makes me laugh all the time. I love watching his streams. He's just great vibes too. Like, I feel like all the streamers that I watch are great vibes. I mean, I wouldn't want to watch a streamer that has bad vibes. All of them are great vibes. Like, I think Lacey, like, he's really great. He's a really good person. Who else? Marlon, he's pretty cool too. I like his content. He's very, like, how do I say it? Okay, there's no odd way to say it, but like, he's very positive. I really like how positive he is, especially like, I love his gym content. Like, he's very, like, he's a person that wants to push you to be better, or like push you to do better. And I've seen that like in his content when he's like doing his streams with like Lacey, or his videos with Lacey when they're in the gym. He just seems like a good person, and overall just like a good friend. And then Silky, his content is like chill vibes. And I do love me a chill vibe. Like, while I'm watching Silky, like, I feel like, I don't know, it's like, when I'm watching Silky, it feels like I'm sitting here watching like one of my friends, like one of my guy friends. Like, it's just chill vibes. I be laughing. I love his segments when he does like the green screen. Like, yo, that be having me dying. He's just good vibes too. And those are like creators that I would love to, like, in the future, like, you know, if things do progress for me when it comes to streaming and it comes for me like for content creating, like those are streamers that I would love to do like collabs with or, you know, content with. Yeah, for sure. um am I most likely to choose truth or dare? I'm more likely to tell. What am I talking about? I'm more likely to choose. I'm more likely to choose truth. Cause I don't know, some dares be crazy, bro. But then some truths be also crazy. But like, sometimes I have no problem with like. I have no problem with telling the truth, but it depends. Like, if it's overly personal, like I feel like that's not something that I need to share. But I'm gonna pick truth instead of dare. I remember one time I got dared to do something and I felt so bad afterwards. I'm not even about to explain too much because I don't even know, like, if I speak about it, like, I don't know if the if the person is watching, so like I don't want to speak about it. Bro, what are them is like, what is your favorite periodic table element? Like what? AU? Y'all know what if y'all don't know what AU is, y'all gotta look it up. Oh, what is my most valid fear? My most valid fear is drowning. My fear is to die in water. I have a fear of drowning because I almost did when I was younger, and I did have to get CPR, and I really would not have been here today. So like I do fear, like I remember, okay, there was like this one stream, I don't know if it was last stream, but I was saying like I don't even play like that in water. Like bro, I don't play, like don't touch me, don't jump on me, don't do nothing to me while we're in the water, in the pool, in the ocean. Don't even play because I do not play when it comes to my life in water. Because bro, if I die in water, like bro, I'm gonna be pissed. Like if I die in general, maybe I'm obviously like not like that clearly, but like dying in water, like oh my gosh, it's like my worst fear. Ooh, you know what? There was also this. I don't know if this is a myth. No, I'm pretty sure it's a myth or it's like a tale. I think it might be real, but I'm not sure. But this is like this story that I've heard of like a woman. I'm pretty sure it's a woman or a man. No, I'm pretty sure it's a woman. She was somebody that like she lives forever. She lives forever, but like because she lived forever, I'm pretty sure that they thought that she was a witch. So they put her in in like a box. I'm pretty sure it was a box or like a casket with like a bar over it, like bars over it that like, you know, you can see her face but it has bars over it. And then they threw her in the water, and then she was like, she screams in the water, and then she'll die. Like she'll die, but then she'll wake up again and she just keeps screaming. And I don't know where I heard that, but like I don't know. I feel like that also contributed to my fear. Like I know I don't live forever, but like just the idea of like somebody, I don't know. It's random. My pet peeve. My pet peeve. My pet peeve is people walking in my room with shoes on. I don't like when people walk in my room with shoes. I don't. Especially if my room has carpet. I don't like it. Don't walk in my room with shoes. I feel like when I get my own place, like, bro. Excuse me, sorry. When I get my own place, bro, nobody is wearing shoes in my crib. Like, I'm so sorry, but, like, I hate dirt. I hate dirt. especially off of people's shoes. Like, y'all, everybody walks everywhere every single day. Y'all don't know if y'all stepping on dog poo, you stepping on mud. Like, ew. I don't like that. Ooh, a vehicle I want to drive the most, a convertible. As a little girl, like, I've always had, like, this fantasy of me, like, driving a convertible in the summer with my hair straightened and blowing in the wind with sunglasses. And I still feel like, you know, that's still a dream for me. I want to be able to own my own convertible and, you know, drive around with my hair blowing through the wind with my sunglasses, music booming, sun shining. Like, it just seems so, like, it's just the life for me. That's just life. So, convertible. For sure. Yo! Oh, why did I just, like, have that yo and then just freeze? Like, is water wet? That was the one that I was like, yo, is water wet? That question never made sense to me, honestly. I don't understand how a liquid could be, like, how can you not, like, I don't understand, like, the question of asking, like, if a liquid is wet. Like, yeah, water is wet. I mean, it's a liquid. Does that not, like, I don't get it. I never understand that question. I've never understood that question. What is something I've always wanted to yell into the sky? The F word. Yeah. Like, you ever just wanted to just go on top of the mountain and just, like, you know, like, you know, like, damn, like, freak. Like, you just gotta yell that. Like, you just gotta. I keep taking, like, little sips of this water. This water is so good. What is something you absolutely have zero of? I have absolutely zero patience for BS. Leave it at home. Yep. Oh, this is a good question. Does personality or looks matter? I feel like personality definitely matters more. For sure. Cause you could be like one of the best looking people and have a nasty, horrific, disgusting, horrid personality. And then you could also be like not the best looking and just have this amazing personality. So it's just like, you know? you always want to go for the person with the best personality. So I feel like, personality is definitely like, for me, is definitely like over looks. But then I also have to play devil's advocate for sure, because nobody wants to be, well, wait, I don't want to, like, wait. Obviously, people want to be with somebody they're attracted to. Clearly, everybody wants to be with somebody they're attracted to. But if they have a bad personality, then, like, is it really that worth it? I don't think so. So, you should definitely always go for the person with the better personality, for sure. But I mean, if you find a person that you're attracted to and they have a good personality, then that's great. But sometimes you gotta pick one or the other. Whoa, these questions are crazy. Wait. Oh my gosh. Like, hello? Oh my gosh. Y'all, some of these questions are a little bit too much. Yo, this is a good question. What is the belief that I had as a child that I no longer have? The tooth fairy. And I found that out the worst way. I found that out the worst way anybody could possibly imagine. Like, actually, like, bro, what? The way I found out was so bad. So, I'm literally looking at the book right now, too. My mom has a book that she got before I was born. And, she kept track of, like, little things, ultrasound picture, the pregnancy test, all of that. And, I was looking through it because, like, as a kid, I'm curious. I'm curious to see, like, what the book consists of. You get to the end of the book, and I see some envelopes to the Tooth Fairy from Soleil. To the Tooth Fairy from Soleil. You touch on the envelope. Yes. Yes. If you're thinking it, yes. 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 They're still in there. They're still in there. And I felt like that was the most horrific thing that I've ever, discovered. Because the whole time I'm thinking, like, there's a real life fairy coming to bring me money for my teeth. Bro, my mom is the one taking it and putting it in a book. Yeah. So I would say, like, that right there, that was the worst, like, thing that I discovered. Like, ugh, it was so terrible. What's one question I dread being asked? What I want to eat. I hate when people ask me what I want to eat because, 9 times out of 10, I don't know what I want to eat. So you asking me what I want to eat makes me have to think about what I want to eat. And I don't want to think about what I want to eat because I don't know. So I feel like it's a lot better for somebody to give me options. Instead of like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Like, if you give me options, okay, here, like, over here is Wendy's, you know, we got this, we got that, we got that. Then it's like, okay, there's a range, you know. My mom literally complains about this all the time. She's like, what do you want? I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, you never know. But it's just like, I don't. My favorite thing about myself, my creativity. I think I'm very creative. And I love creativity. Something I wish that people understood about me, I'm not mean. Like, I know, like, I walk around, like, a lot of people, like, I already know, like, I walk around with, like, I do got a resting bitch face. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. I do. And I've heard this a lot of times, but it tends to make me look very unapproachable. And it, like, yeah. I'm not mean. Talk to me, please. Like, most of the time, like, there's nothing wrong with me. Sometimes I'm not even in the mood to speak, but like, if you speak to me, like, I'm not gonna like, I'm not gonna like, you know, like, I'm not gonna like attack you. That's just how I look. That's what I wish people understood about me, because like, I feel like that's actually bad that, like, you know, I walk around looking like people should not approach me when, like, yeah. Yeah. If I could be famous for one thing, what would it be for? I would say being an animation director, you know? That's the goal. I want to be known for making these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful storylines, beautiful animation. Like, I just want to be, like, you know, I want to be recognized for making beautiful animated shows and TV, or shows and movies, sorry. Something that always brings a smile to my face. Hanging out with my cousins. I love hanging out with my cousins. They're my little brats. I love being with them. Yeah. Shout out to Sav. For sure. I love being around her. Because we're like the closest in age. Even though she's younger. Like, we grew up together, so our bond is just unbreakable. And we have really good laughs. So, yeah, hanging out with my cousins brings a smile to my face no matter what. Yeah. Bro, I don't know, guys. Like, I feel like I'm doing a lot of yapping. Yeah, I don't know. Oh my gosh. So wait, Oh my god, I go back to school soon. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous for a second semester. Like, I feel like I should be used to it because after the first, but I feel like, it's different classes. I'm gonna be in classes with different people. Especially, like, I'm not gonna be in classes with people that, like, there's only 2 classes where there was people that I was actually, like, talking to. Like, people that I actually talk to outside of class. So I'm not gonna have classes with, like, those people that I talk to, like, outside of class. Like, now I'm just gonna be taking classes with, like, strangers, and I hate to be in an uncomfortable environment. And I just know, like, being in a class with, like, people I don't even know, like, I already know how it's gonna be for me. And I don't want it to be like that, but there's nothing I could do about it. So I'm just gonna have to push through, talk to new people. And actually, like, this semester, like, I need to stop being scary. Like, I need to just start talking to people. Like, I know I'm saying this now, and I know that next week, like, I'm gonna just be mute as hell, but bro, like, I feel like it's hard for me to initiate conversation. Like, if people talk to me, like, it's easier for me to talk to people. But I can't initiate conversation, like, at all. Because it's just, like, what do I say to you? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to start, like, and the thing is, like, I tried it. During orientation, I tried it. I tried initiating conversation, and the person didn't seem like they wanted to speak to me. But I've I've noticed that they speak very well to others. So I don't know if it was just like a me thing. I don't know. But like I kind of feel like, situations like that kind of deter me from wanting to speak to people. But I shouldn't let it, because not everybody's like that. But this semester, if any of y'all are watching this and any of y'all live in my hall, like, if you see me, like, say hi. Or, like, I'm gonna try to say hi. Or I'm gonna try to start a conversation. I'm gonna try my best. What if I don't? I don't know. I don't know, bro. All I can say is that I'm gonna try, I can't say that I will, because I'm just a shy person. I really am. I'm shy and I'm quiet. So, yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, like, I know there's a couple of people in my school who do content. Maybe we could do a little stream, Because, bro, I gotta stream in college. I got to. Like, there's no way I'm gonna stream, like, only for 2 days. Which is Saturday and Sunday. Like, no, I gotta stream every day. Like, I gotta stream at least. Yeah. A couple of days. Because I would hate to be away from streaming for so long. Oh. Okay, wait. There's more questions. Okay. Oh my god. This was sent like mad long ago. Let me answer it now. Do you believe in 50-50 or 100 and 0? 100-0? And do you do what you can when you can? Wait, let me read this again. Let me read it again. I'm gonna just start with the first question because there's a lot going on. Do you believe in 50-50 or like one person giving 100%? I feel like I've had this conversation before and I just don't remember what I said. 50-50, like, I don't know. feel like yo, well, like I've dead talked about this, and I just can't remember like what was my stance on it. I mean, I guess I do and I don't, cause I feel like, you know, as I'm like, you know, for a man, like, I do believe that, like I said, like, I'm a little bit traditional. I do believe that, you know, the men are supposed to be the providers. So, like, I do, like, kind of, like, not agree with 50-50. No, I don't believe in 50-50. But I wouldn't say that I agree with men doing things 100%. Like, I do believe, excuse me, I do believe that men are supposed, like, not supposed to, I do believe that men should be providers, but I also do believe in women putting in some part. For sure. So I would say maybe I'm like 70-30. I would say that. Is that pretty valid or no? Like, I think 70-30 is pretty valid. Because, like, you know, the men is, like, you should be the provider. And, like, you know, but, like, I feel like, I think of it, like, in a date kind of, like, if a man asks me out on a date, I do not believe that I should have to pay. You know? But, like, I don't know how to explain it. And if, like, you know, if we're going on a date and, you know, like, you can't pay for it, then maybe we shouldn't go on a date. I don't know. But then it's like, I also have no problem with helping out with payment. Like, I have no problem with helping out at all. Like, I don't think that, like, men have to pay for dates all the time. But, yeah. So I would say I don't believe in, like, 50-50 or, like, 100-0. I would say I believe in 70-30. For sure. The other question was, what do you mean? Do I believe in do what you can when you can? Yeah. I mean, if you can't do it at that moment in time, then you can't do it. But you should be like, you should obviously, like, try to do it when you can. Like, I don't know what you mean. Like, I don't know in what aspect you mean of that. But, yeah. I don't know. Maybe you need to, like, explain it to me a little bit more. And the other question was, okay. Do you think soul ties is real? I don't think so. I don't think soul ties is real. Wait, what do you mean by that, though? Wait, well, I might be thinking about it differently. If you're talking about, like, you know, then I don't believe. But if you're talking about, like, having a soulmate, then yes. But if you're talking about the other thing, I do not believe in that at all. I don't. I don't. Yeah. I feel like all the Instagram questions are pretty good, pretty valid, pretty good questions. And I think that the ones what are you talking about? Like, I don't. That is not real. It's not real. Trust me, that is not real. That's not real. It's not real. I don't think that's real. Like, I don't think that doing something like that when trust. I can't say what I want to say, but I seen it happen. I mean, if you believe that, then that's your belief, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't. At all. I really don't. I really don't. Yeah. Yeah. I don't believe it, honestly. Like, there's a lot of things I believe when it comes to relationships and stuff, but, like, there's things that, like, no. There's just, it's just, because if that was the case, then. Like, real, like, nah, bro. I don't believe in it. Bro, I love how, like, there's no more questions. That was the last Instagram question. Other questions that I've been answering is stuff that I've been finding on the internet that I want to talk about. But other than that, like, I don't really have any more questions. Or anything to talk about. Ugh. No. Oh, what advice would I give my younger self? Just to wait, just wait, bro. Like, I feel like everybody in my school, like, everybody was fast. Like, bro, there's no reason for my first kiss to be in 5th grade. Yeah. Like, I wish I would have waited. Like, I really wish I would have waited. I really wish I would have waited for that. Like, there's never... What? Yeah, to wait. Like, you don't gotta rush nothing. Like, just wait, bro. Be patient. When your time comes, your time comes. You don't gotta do things just because other people are doing it. I'm not talking about, like, those type of decisions. I'm talking about when it comes to, like, okay, when it comes to boys, like, I should have not had, like, my first kiss in 5th grade. Like, I feel like I should have waited for that. That's what I mean by wait. Like, there was never a reason for me to be doing that. And it's literally just because everybody else was doing it. But, like, yeah, no. I should have definitely waited. Because then it would have been more special. That's what I mean by wait. Like, I don't mean, like, wait to, like, do things, like, when it comes to, like, wanting to better your life or, like, making life choices such as, like, you know? Yeah. Bro. Okay. Do you think people can truly change? I think that I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure because like I've heard things of like, people actually changing for the better, but just throughout like from people that I know throughout my life, like I have not seen like people change. So I'm not really too sure if people could actually change. Yeah. I don't know, like there's a lot of things like I feel like if I actually see it, I mean I guess I feel okay. I'm gonna talk about it in general. I'm gonna say in general. I guess I do think that people can change, but like for me personally, I have not seen somebody truly change. So therefore, I'm not too sure. But in general, I do think that people have the capability to change. But I've just yet to see it. That's just what it is. How do you want to be remembered? Honestly, like I want to be remembered as like a baddie. like like I just always had this dream of like when my time comes, like at my funeral there will be a group of like men in trench coats and shades, black umbrella, like all of that. Yeah, all of that. Like to give like this mysterious life, like oh my gosh, like who was Soleil for real? Who was she? That's kind of like the legacy I want to live. Like that's the legacy I want to leave off. Like, oh y'all thought you knew me, but did you really? Like, yeah, that's really it. Oh wow, that's crazy. Um, sorry. Um, what do you believe about the afterlife? I believe that there is an afterlife. And I believe in I don't know. I have a lot of beliefs and I'm not necessarily sure where that leaves me, but I do believe there's an afterlife and I do believe in reincarnation. For me personally, I have this belief that like when my time comes that my consciousness and like my soul will go to the place where I most desire to be. I'm not going to state where that is, but I feel in my heart that when I pass away, like when my time comes, like I will be I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going to go. I know who I'm going to and I know who's going to be there. I just know. I just do. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe that's just what I hope. But if it's what I hope, if it's what I know, I just hope that I do go there. Because I feel like that's where my soul belongs. Yeah. That's really how I feel. Oh, how do I feel the most seen? W answered. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like I feel the most seen like when I mention something and then like, you know, it's brought up later. Like, bro, I don't know if y'all hear my stomach, but bro. Anyways, like if I say I like something and like, you know, and then like later on, like down the line, like, you know, they get it from me, or like if I mention something about myself and they're like, oh, you know, and then I mention it, like, you know, somebody who remembers like the little things about me, or like little things that I say, I mention, you know, I feel like that's when I feel like people really see me, because it's like moments like that, like they go by quick. So like if you're able to remember like those little things, or like, you know, I feel like, damn, like you really like, yeah. I'm gonna do like one more question. I just gotta find a really good one to end off. Let me just make sure that there's not any more Instagram ones. Bro, my stomach is like rumbling. What the hell? What's the best thing you've read in the last 5 years? The best thing that I've read in the last 5 years. In the last 5? I don't know if I could answer that. That's like, if I answer that, like, that's about to reveal like a deep, a deep, a deep secret, bro. What is that, bro? Like, I'm so serious. Like, this is something like, it's something that not a lot of people know, bro. Wait, no. Bro, not a lot of people know, bro. Well, I might as well. Nah, bro. No, you don't. No, you don't. You literally don't. If you text me right now and you tell me what it is, then I'll say yes or no, and then I'll speak about it. But if it's not that, if it's not what you're thinking, then I'm not saying it. The best thing that I have read in the past 5 years. 5 years ago was 2021. I've read a lot of good things since 2021. Like, actually. But like what I read now is a lot different from what I started out reading. Okay. 2025. Actually, let me check. I could check. Cause I do keep up with all my books that I've read throughout the year. Let me see. 2025 year in books. I read 7 books last year. I read 7 books last year. This is a book that I read previously, but like the author, like she wrote it on Wattpad, and then she transformed, well, not transformed it. Now it's a physical book and whatnot. It's on Kindle, Kindle Unlimited. So I read it again. It's called Collided. Then I read Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas. I read King of NB by Anna Huang. I read The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. I might have said that wrong. Then I read The Sweetest Oblivion by Danielle Laurie. The Maddest Obsession by Danielle Laurie. And then I read Love in a Hopeless Place by Taj Shamari. Yes, they're all romance books. Y'all should know this about me. I love romance novels, all romance books. I do. And actually, The Silent Patient is not necessarily a romance. It's actually a psychological thriller. And my favorite book from all of these, wait. I mean, I do love Collided. Like, I really do, bro. Because, like, that's in, like, an OG book for me. But if I really had to choose, I liked Punk 57. I hear a lot of bad things. I hear, like, a lot of people really don't like that book. But Punk 57, like, a lot of people say that, like, the book is, like, kind of like scattered, like there's so many things going on, but I really liked it. I really liked it. I really did. I really, really did. For sure. I actually need to get back into reading. Last year, it was my goal to read at least 50 books, and I didn't. So, for 2026, I'm going to try to give it 25. I think I was kind of pushing it with the 50. I only read 7 books last year. So, this year, I'm going to go 25, at least. Yeah, I couldn't get to 50 books. It's just school. School kind of takes away my time to read. And I didn't even read a lot. I didn't even read this break either. I'm picking up on this book right now. I'm pretty sure it's called Heartless. Let me check. Yeah, it's called Heartless by Marissa Myers. It's basically about, it's a romance. It's about the Queen of Hearts. If you don't know me, you should know that, like, one of my favorite Disney villains, my top favorite Disney villain is the Queen of Hearts. For sure. The Queen of Hearts, like, she's such a baddie. Like, the whole, like, off with your head thing, like, that's just my vibe. For sure. Yeah, that's definitely my vibe. But yeah, that is all that I have for today. And I feel like I know that I've been streaming like every mods ban that guy. Like what? Like this is a positive community. Let's keep it that way. What was I about to say? I know I've been streaming like every other day, but I'm pretty sure I'm streaming tomorrow. Cause tomorrow is like the last, like the very last, like not the very last, but like it's the last day of my break for real. Before I have to move back to school on Monday. Why can't I stream tomorrow? I don't. Yeah, okay. Don't know what that has to do with me. The Patriots are playing tomorrow. Anyways, since tomorrow is my last stream before I go to school and before my streaming schedule gets wonky, I will be streaming tomorrow. Because after tomorrow, I'm not too sure when the next stream is going to be. Because I'm pretty sure next Saturday, I don't think I'm going to be streaming. It's my mom's birthday. So obviously, I'm not going to stream. I might. It depends on what we're doing. But yeah. This is actually really sad for me. Cause like I really like to stream. So the fact that I'm about to go back to school and streaming is just about to be like but it's alright, guys, you know. We're gonna figure things out no matter what. This was a W stream. Appreciate everybody who sent me questions, whether it was in the chat or Instagram. You know, you're very much appreciated. I love to chat with you all. I appreciate the support. I hope you guys stay here forever. And I love you guys so much. I really do. I really do. And yeah, thank you guys so much. I love y'all. Bye.